Imagine an army of 6,000 warriors, fierce and relentless, feared by all who dared cross their path. Now imagine that every single one of them was a woman. This was the reality in the kingdom of Dahomey, where the Agoji, an all-female regiment, dominated the battlefield for centuries. Their story is just one chapter in the extraordinary history of African women warriors, women who led armies, resisted colonization, and reshaped the course of history. These women were not just exceptions, they were sovereign rulers, military strategists, and cultural icons whose legacies continue to inspire today. The Dahomey Amazons, also known as the Agoji or Mino, were not mere bodyguards. They were a full-scale military force, trained from childhood to fight and sworn to celibacy or loyalty to the king. Their origin is shrouded in mystery, with some accounts tracing it back to Queen Hangbe, who secretly ruled Dahomey in the early 1700s. By the 19th century, the Agoji had grown to 6,000 warriors, and their effectiveness in battle was unmatched. European observers noted their fearlessness and discipline, often admitting that they were more fearsome than male troops. The Agoji's most famous battle was during the Second Franco-Dahomeyan War, where they fought valiantly against French colonizers. Though they were eventually defeated at the Battle of Adigon in 1894, their legacy lives on in Benin, where they are celebrated as national heroes. Their influence is felt in everything from local dances and songs to global pop culture, inspiring Marvel's Dora Milaje and the film The Woman King. But the Agoji were not alone in their fight. Across Africa, women warriors stood against invaders, from the deserts of Kush to the plains of Angola. Queen Amanirenas of Kush is one such example. In the 1st century BCE, she led 30,000 troops against the Roman Empire, capturing the Roman city of Napata and forcing the Romans to retreat. Amanirenas was blinded in one eye during the campaign but continued to lead her army, refusing to surrender until the Romans removed their tribute demands. Her bravery and strategic genius made her a legend, not just in Sudan but across the ancient world. In Angola, Queen Zingamband led a 40-year resistance against Portuguese colonizers. Born in 1583, Nzinga was a master diplomat and warrior who signed treaties with the Portuguese only to break them when it suited her. She formed alliances with neighboring kingdoms, even converting to Christianity temporarily to gain European support. Nzinga died at the age of 80, having spent her entire life fighting for her people's freedom. Her legacy continues to inspire Angola's national identity, and her name is invoked in modern political movements. In Ghana, Queen Asantewaa led the War of the Golden Stool in 1900, the last major war in Africa led by a woman. When the British demanded the Golden Stool, a sacred symbol of Ashanti sovereignty, Asantewaa rallied her people to fight. Though she was eventually captured and exiled to the Seychelles, her resistance forced the British to abandon their plans to exile the Asantehene. Today, Asantewaa is a national hero in Ghana, with statues and monuments dedicated to her memory. In Zimbabwe, Nehanda Nayasame led the Shona resistance against British colonizers in the late 19th century. A spiritual leader and warrior, Nehanda inspired her people to fight against Cecil Rhodes and his forces. She was captured and executed in 1898, but her legacy lives on as a symbol of Zimbabwean resistance. Her story is commemorated in modern narratives of anti-colonial struggle, and her name is invoked in the fight for justice and equality. These women warriors were not just fighters, they were leaders, strategists, and cultural icons. They defied colonial conquest, challenged gender norms, and left a lasting impact on their nations. Their stories are not just African history, they are world history, a testament to the resilience and strength of women who refused to be silenced. From the Agoji's dances in Benin to Nzinga's Political legacy in Angola, their influence is felt across the continent and beyond. Their stories remind us that history is not just written by the victors but also by those who resist, who fight, and who inspire generations to come.